Summer is a great time of the year to renovate your bathroom, but where do you start and what should you include in your concept? Well, designer Kate Davidson is here with some must-haves and go-to rules for creating a stunning, functional bathroom. Good morning.
Great. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So I renovated my upstairs bathroom with the big help from my dad a few years ago, and we didn't really plan out or really move anything around in terms of conceptual, but this is a must-have or a must-do.
Right, so I want to talk about design must-haves and must-dos, whether you're renovating like you did or building a custom home. It's all about starting with the plan, right? So here's a little mock-up here of a design that we've done of a bathroom. And you can see here's the plan. Like this was a custom home, a beautiful big bathroom. Maybe everyone doesn't have a space this large, but we actually did a wet room, which is super cool. So we had the tub and the two wall mount shower heads in one space. Wow. And then we have the vanities and separate water closet.
Okay.
So if you are renovating, it is most economical and easier to renovate when you keep your plumbing fixtures in the same location.
Yes.
Definitely toilets. Toilets, because of the joists and the big drain going through, I wouldn't recommend moving your toilet.
Neither would I.
But again, plumbing fixtures, faucets, shower heads, those are easier to move because really sometimes you buy a home and the layout of the bathroom really doesn't work. So just shifting things to gain a bit more space in some areas can be a huge asset and really transform the space of your bathroom.
Speaking of faucets, you have a number of different varieties, including these. I mean, these are sensational.
Yeah, so these fixtures are all from Cesario & Co. in Mississauga, and they have really gorgeous plumbing fixtures, and you can see some of the tiles I brought here. And I want to talk about finishes because you're going to see less and less of the chrome. Yes, it is still a classic, but we really love using the bronze and the brass. You can see here this bronze faucet with the beautiful texture here on the handles, and then we also have graphites. So it's all about bringing in the warmer tones really everywhere in your home, and you can start with the plumbing fixtures. Now, one thing to keep in mind with plumbing fixtures, especially when you're doing a more custom color, not every finish is the same. This would be probably the cabinet hardware color, while this is your faucet. So definitely it's important to keep the two colors. If you could get a sample of your handle and bring it when you're shopping for faucets, that's a great idea to ensure you're going to have the same finishes because every company has a slightly different color when it comes to plumbing.
Yeah, you don't want your handles of your cabinet to be drastically different than your fixtures.
Correct, unless you're doing it on purpose.
Yes.
Sometimes we do mix and match metal colors as well.
Speaking of colors, you have a host of different colors, and they kind of harken back to, we were talking off air, the 70s, those warm kind of gold brown tones are coming back.
Exactly, all the warmer tones are really coming back. So you can see here there's this gorgeous feature tile here. So when we are designing a scheme, the finishes of a bathroom, we often start with an accent. So maybe you fell in love with this particular tile. This is a custom mosaic. It actually has metal integrated with different textures of marble. Really beautiful. But even if you take a tile like this one here with all the pretty colors, use that as the starting point to pull your whole scheme together. I do recommend using larger tiles on the floor. That means less grout. But unless you're okay with the maintenance of something with a mosaic, obviously it really adds a lot of interest in your floor, but keep in mind that grout over time can get dirty and may require some maintenance.
We got 30 seconds, and if this is in the shower, maybe not the entire shower.
Correct. You could always use this in the niche. Like again, when planning the design of your shower, it's great to do built-in niches, a place to hide away your soap bottles. So again, the accent could go there. The accent could go behind your vanity at your sink.
We gotta go. Great for an accent wall. All the details on our website, chch.com/morninglive.